Shit.
The reason I pulled you over, sir, is you were doing 72K in a 50.
Okay.
Any reason for the speed?
I was just getting a little bit of sound clips through these cameras.
Okay. So Widmer.
Yes, sir.
That's how you pronounce your name, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
Rarely pronounced.
It's gonna be just a verbal warning.
Okay.
And the only reason is because I'm having trouble with my computer.
Okay. Thank you, officer.
Otherwise,
I don't have a good excuse.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you're gonna get off easy this time.
I appreciate it.
Okay.
Sir. I'm sorry.
But just because there's no traffic, I mean, you never know.
I know.
Look what happened now.
Absolutely.
You know? Go over there on Highway 9 where there's nobody.
Where's that?
Off of State Road, you know?
I know where it's at.
Okay. Have a
Thank you,
safe day.
officer. I'm headed home. All right, check it out. This is a 97 Integra Type R. I was not looking for one, wasn't in the market for one. This car belonged to one of my best friends. He has owned it for about the last, I believe it was 4 or 5 years, 2016 or 15. He ended up deciding to move on from it. He's selling his house, kind of downsizing, and he really wasn't into Hondas anymore. We put together a couple CRXs for him back in the early 2010s, like 2010, 11, 12-ish. And he just kind of grown away from it. So what turned into being, he actually asked me to fix a couple oil leaks. It's not really leaking, it's like really slow. It might be rear main, might be the oil pan gasket. What turned out to be maybe a potential fix ended up being a sale to me instead. My first real Honda that I was kind of building was a 94 Integra GSR, and it looked like this. It went through a couple iterations. I had the 98 front end on it at one point, but at last, when I sold it back in 2006 or 2005, it had the JDM front lip, shaved moldings, also had an ITR wing on it, but it was a taffeta white, and it's kind of what I've always liked. This is the kind of car I would have definitely wanted to add, and I just couldn't pass up the deal on it. He took care of me, gave me a good price on it. I wasn't a fan of the JDM 16s, and plus I wanted to change the look of the car. A guy in Chicago, he runs an Instagram page called I Run OEM, sells a bunch of OEM parts. He had these on his 97 Type R, so that gave me a great idea of what it looked like already on the car. And I love the off-white on bright white. It kind of blends, but then if you really look at it, you can see the contrast, and this just does it for me because these still kind of look like an OEM wheel, like the 16-inch white one, but it just gives it a little bit more flair, at least to satisfy my needs. These are NK ES Tarmacs, or NK. The ES stands for NK Sport Tarmacs, 16x7, and a plus 32 offset, 205 45 tire, and I think they fit perfectly. I think the 215 45 Falcon Azenis tire would look really sharp on here, but these have plenty of meat, and I'm gonna roll with it. I love the way it looks. Let me give you a small tour of the car. Off camera, I had washed the car one night, adjusted the suspension, didn't want to bore you guys with that, and cleaned the engine bay. It was pretty filthy. Went through here and wiped everything down. Still a lot of residual like grease and stuff back here where one of the boots looked like it was leaking. And I'd still like to get in here a little more and clean it. All the mods that it came with, you see here, are ones that were on the car with the exception of this. It has the Comtech header, the intake box, of course the oil cap, and the battery tie down. A guy I follow on Instagram had just recently finished swapping an ITR motor in his EF, and he had this on his car, so I asked him if he'd be willing to sell it to me, and he didn't really care for it, so I bought him a new spark plug cover, and I got this. I think it's kind of cool with all the old school Comtech parts, which came out during the time when these cars were released, so probably pretty rare to have those. I don't think I'm ever going to change those. I don't really see a need to, and I kind of like and dig how they look on this particular vehicle. It does have, I don't know if it's real or not, the Mugen Radiator Cap. It says there was a Gates timing belt replacement somewhere. I don't know when. I'll probably get in here and change the timing belt, water pump, anything else I might need. The car runs phenomenally right now. Doesn't really seem like it needs much, but I definitely wouldn't mind just peace of mind on replacing some of those. The AC blows warm. I'm gonna check the levels on it when I get a chance, see if I can just maybe add a little bit of R134 and get that running a little bit better. It has some Tint dampers on it. These are the Flex Tint, yeah, those are the Flex, made for the ITR. It has some red Recaros, really nice seats. They're in really good shape too. It had a energy quick release hub, the Momo steering wheel. I ended up pulling the wheel off and using the paperclip trick to get the horn to work. And it has a DA shift knob. I'm going to try to find something a little better. I love DA shift knobs, but not on this car. I'm thinking I want to go with something white. I just think it'll look kind of cool and pop right in the center of there. But everything else is stock seats. The rear is, of course, all in there. It has an Apex I World Sport muffler. God, this sounds phenomenal. It's so quiet, and it sounds a little bit more throaty when you're on it, and that's what I really enjoy. It's not super loud or obnoxious. I think it's perfect exhaust for this car. Now I'm debating on window tint. I don't know what I want to do here. Gabe, my friend with the EM1, he's like, take it off. I think I'm going to. Like, I've been looking at a bunch online, and the front windows are tinted too. I just have the windows down. It just looks so much cleaner, and I think it'll really set off the seats. You'll be able to see them a little bit easier when we have it driving around or hard parked. And so that's essentially it. It has 143-ish, is that right? 143,000 miles on it, OG engine. The car has been repainted, you can tell. Really nice paint job. There's a couple little scratch there, a couple here and there throughout, but overall I think the car's in really good shape. Now I don't know why, but this fender and this door are not the ITR specific. Something, maybe small fender bender. I think I might run a Carfax on it. I haven't. I probably will, just to kind of see what's up with it. But other than that, phenomenal car. I'm just going to try to keep it clean and enjoy the darn thing, kind of like I do with the Y49. Fun to just drive and have these two together. Need to work on the green one, but now this is the main reason I don't have a lift in here yet. I want to put a lift of some sort here. This is actually to work on cars. And down over here where the two hatchbacks are, I would like to maybe add a parking lift, like the four posts is what they're called. So I can maybe park a car on top. It'll give me a little bit more room. I was measuring it and I was thinking of maybe adding 2 4 posts, one here and one there, and just of course clean all this stuff out. I could park 4 cars here, and it looks like it came up to this part of the garage door. And then I could just use, like when I come down, I could pull them out through this garage door and then maybe have the lift with the posts right here instead going up. So you'll come in through here, turn left, and then we lift the car there. It gives us a lot more surrounding room of the cars because the garage isn't as deep as I guess I could have hopefully had. Sometimes when we're working on a bigger car, like a CRX is great, there's plenty of room. Maybe have the cars this way so we have plenty of room around it, every single angle, and essentially the middle garage door will be the door we use to pull cars in and park them. And then I could actually leave a car parked here between the posts. I could even squeeze one here, so if I did that I could have 6 cars in here instead of 5. 4 there, leave something parked here in the middle, whatever we're working on, something there as well. But I don't know, we're gonna see how it goes when we get there. Just want to make a video of this car. I'm excited to add this to the collection, and yeah, you probably won't see a whole lot being done to it throughout the videos, but I'd like to take it out to some cruises. We have one coming up here in a little over a week. That's why I've been cleaning it up and getting it ready. I'm going to bring it out there and just kind of hang out with everyone and kind of show all of the friends that haven't seen it yet. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. Of course, it's kind of cool making the video of cruising around. It's super fun to drive. Gosh, and I forgot how nice hydraulic clutches feel with all these cables. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars with cable transmissions. It feels so much different, and it's so smooth. And these cars, like I'd driven this car once before when you first got it, and I haven't really driven anything newer with the exception of Ray's Civic, but that's a 95. This one just feels so solid. It is so crisp and it's fun to drive. But thanks for watching, guys. I will see you soon. I'll try to get some footage of everyone's cars at the next meet that we have here coming up. And we'll see y'all then. Take it easy.